This is the next part of this story I wrote in 8th grade, or 7th grade. It's actually really good. It's not, like, good or anything, but it's better. Okay. So, Chapter 9. After the use of Susie's money to buy ice cream bars, we had to ride to Purple and meet Mrs. Rhodes' friend Tracy, who lets us sleep on the floor of her apartment and fills us in about Jasper. She didn't even ask about school. Some adults are very compatible. All four of us end up in a big den with orange sleeping bags and orange walls. Tracy buys us toothbrushes of Hello Kitty on them. They were the only ones at the convenience store at 10 p.m. And we all sleep in our clothes, even though Tracy insists that we wear orange nightgowns. Except for Susie, who is thrilled with all the orange because of Rebel pilots and Star Wars. All of us soon wish that orange didn't exist, because besides the sleeping bags and nightgowns, there are orange sofas, orange lamps, orange paintings, orange appliances, even Tracy's cell phone has an orange case. It's for my niece who comes to visit on the weekends, says Tracy apologetically. Does she like Rebel pilots, too? Asks Susie hopefully. Tracy laughs. No, it was an incident when she was 3. She ate half of a blueberry pie and was sick for days. Ever since then, she wants nothing but orange, because it's the opposite of blue. Oh, says Susie disappointedly. But my grandson believes he's a Jedi. I mean, really, no pretending. I am dreaming about Jasper chasing seagulls at the New Jersey beach. I'm tied to a pole and I can't reach Jasper. There is a thunderstorm and Jasper gets scared and runs into the sea. I'm still tied down and now the seagulls are pecking me. I'm being buried alive by sand. Tasha and Rosemary Richards said that Leanne and Liz and Susie are all yelling about Star Wars, but all I hear is distant barks of a drowning dog. I wake with a start. Inside Tracy's orange den. It's pitch dark outside, and I'm still sweating copiously, even though the room is only 66 degrees. For a moment, I forget where I am. Then I remember. I'm running away with Susie and Tasha and Elizabeth, and we're about to find Jasper, and I'm in Tracy's orange den in her apartment, in the township of Purple, and Jasper is God knows where, and it's 4:17 a.m., and I'm trying to stop worrying about my dog, but I can't. So I lie awake listening to Tasha snore. I toss and turn on my mattress, and I'm really, really tired. Tasha is telling me to eat dog food, and we are home at Avocado Lime Ranch in the backyard, and Mom says Jasper's dead, and Serena has a funeral for him, and Abby Rhodes shows up and gives me a parakeet, but Mom says I can't have a parakeet, so she gives it to Rosemary Richards, who locks it in a dungeon, and Mom starts yelling about Mr. Harvey and Bob the Boss, and the ghost of Kiki comes back from the dead, and she is walking the ghost of Jasper on a leash, and Tasha is still in Susie's Millennium Falcon, and Susie is crying, and Liz is prodding me with a stick. The last part of the dream is true. Somebody is prodding me with a stick. But it's Tasha, not Liz, and it's not a stick at all. It's one of those Hello Kitty toothbrushes. Get up, it's 8:30, says Tasha with a sense of urgency. Jasper's still on the loose. We need to come after him. Jasper's dead, I mutter feebly. You're just having silly dreams. Before we go anywhere, you have to give Susie's Millennium Falcon back. I don't have it. Susie does. Tasha gestures towards Susie's orange mattress, and Susie is asleep with her hair on the pillow and the Millennium Falcon in her hand. Stupid, right? Says Tasha with a twinge of annoyance. She sleeps with it. I sleep with a blue handkerchief under my pillow for good luck. Is that weird? Liz is staring at us like we are Martians. Yes. I sleep with this bear, I say, holding out the smallest bear ever. It fits in my hand. I'm not telling you what I sleep with, says Tasha. After everybody is dressed, I thank Tracy for letting us stay. She offers us breakfast, but I think we'd better be getting on our way, so I decline the offer. Susie stuffs everything in her backpack, while Liz packs responsibly in her small suitcase. Tasha puts stuff into her Singing in the Rain bag, and I pack my own backpack with the addition of the Hello Kitty toothbrushes, my new jeans and t-shirt from Tracy, green not orange, thank goodness, and a few apples and bananas. It's now full to bursting. We are all march out the door, Tasha with a very dignified air, and stuff begins to slip out of Susie's backpack because it isn't zipped. By the time we get to McDonald's for breakfast, my pockets are bulging with 48 cents, $3, a Millennium Falcon, another tube of lipstick, and several rubber bands and chewing gum wrappers. Once inside, I beg Susie to shut her backpack, which she does, although she seems to have some difficulty with the zipper. I would let her use mine, except I think my backpack is going to burst any second. Once we eat, it's time to get on our way. We all feel guilty for not coming home, and Liz and Susie's phones have ringed several times, but we never have answered. While Liz's phone rings in McDonald's, I pick it up, and when I hear that it's Mom, I say, "We're alive, finding Jasper. Be back soon, don't worry," and hang up. I should probably just go home, because then Mom would let me get a new dog. But it won't be Jasper, I say out loud. What? Asks Tasha. Oh, never mind. We leave McDonald's. I know that the police will track us down, all of us, even Tasha will have to go home. You can forget New York, Tasha. I say, let's find this dog and go home. I'm in for it. Chapter 10. We still can't catch Jasper, so we follow him east. After a few more days, I realized 2 things. 1, it's my birthday. 2, we're at the beach. We are staying in a big house owned by Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, Susie's grandparents, and also friends of Anita, a friend of Benny Kay, friend of Tracy, friend of Mrs. Rhodes. Not all the adults have been as compatible as Tracy, but the Andersons seem okay. Maybe it's because they're Susie's grandparents, or maybe it's because Mr. Anderson told a story about when he tried to run away as a child, but they seem to find our ambitions amusing. On this morning, my birthday, I climb up to the 3rd floor balcony and I can see the ocean. I tell Tasha, Susie, and Liz to spend the day looking for Jasper on the beach. It's not like we can go any farther east, and the Andersons did see Jasper running around. By 5 o'clock this afternoon, we still haven't found Jasper. We've been calling up and down the beach all day, and nothing. I'm starting to think that my dreams are coming true, that Jasper is drowned. All 4 of us lie down in the sand and stare at the approaching cumulonimbus. Jasper is afraid of thunderstorms, and in my first dream of Tracy, there was a thunderstorm and Jasper drowned. After a while, Liz pulls out cheese and tomato sandwiches she packed at the Andersons, but no one is very hungry. I hear the first rumble of thunder in the distance, and I feel like it's coming for me. It's a thunderstorm, so we have no choice but to go inside, says Liz warningly. We just need to get back to the Andersons and wait it out. Because I'm older and I need to get a grasp on authority, I say, we need to find Jasper, and thunderstorms do not concern me. Susie giggles, but I soldier on. I know that Susie's grandparents are really nice and all, but seriously, I'm not going to give it a rest until I find Jasper, okay? What if we never find him? Asks Liz. We either will or we won't, says Tasha. If we don't find him today, we have to go home, says Liz, because the police are after us, you know. I jump up. If Liz is going to have this attitude, then we have to find Jasper today. I start running up the beach, and I realize it's starting to rain, but I don't care. Susie, Tasha, and Liz are following me, kicking up wet sand. The rain is coming harder and faster now. This has turned out to be the worst birthday ever. I'm a teenager, like it or not. I'm miles from home with my half-sister and my crazy friends. Some seagulls were flying, and it's still storming. I still haven't found Jasper. We are near a seawall. Then I hear something too good to be true. I could have sworn it was barking. Is there a chance? No, there are plenty of dogs on the beach. But the others seem to have heard it too, and we sneak behind a seawall in case there's anything dangerous. I wish seawalls had spy holes in them, says Susie. The barking has stopped. I cautiously peer around the edge of the seawall. Here is what I see. There are 2 black dogs on chains. They start barking at each other ferociously, but on the chains they are just out of reach of each other. They seem to be guarding a dilapidated house on the beach. I look closer at the black dog on the right. It has the exact same gray markings as that dog which was running on of Jasper, but it's not Jasper's barking. Jasper is nowhere in sight. I had been hoping so much that one of the barking dogs was Jasper, but Jasper is not big and black, and hopefully he is not on a chain. I sit down on the sand and stare at the chain dogs. I'm so disappointed that I can't move. Liz seems to recognize the markings on the black and gray dog. She points and smiles, and then she walks right up to the door of the dilapidated house, even though the guard dogs are barking like maniacs, baring their teeth menacingly. A tall man dressed all in black comes to the door when Liz knocks. He's in a tux and top hat. Excuse me, sir, says Liz. Have you seen a yellow mutt named Jasper? Go away, says the man. Obviously, those dogs on chains are supposed to be guard dogs to keep us away, but we came all this way. You've got the other one, the black one with the gray markings, and they were traveling together. So if you found one, you found Jasper, says Liz nervously. You have no right to be trespassing, says the man angrily, and those dogs are there for a reason. Susie is cowering behind me because she's scared of large dogs and men in black. We just need to find our dog and go home, says Liz. I won't tell you anything. Go away. He shuts the door in Liz's face. It's getting dark and we need to get back to the Andersons. We'll have to try again tomorrow. The next morning dawn's bright and clear. We have breakfast at the Andersons and go back to the house of the chained dogs. They are still there, barking louder than ever. Liz knocks on the door. The man is again dressed in black. You again? I told you to go away. If you tell us about our dog, we won't bother you anymore, and I mean it. The man sighs reluctantly. If you say there was a yellow dog and a black dog, and there was, he was no good as a guard dog, so I sent him to the pound. He slams the door in Liz's face. Liz knocks again. You said you weren't going to bother me anymore. Can I borrow your phone book? I don't have a phone book. Now go. We go back to the Andersons and look up the address of the dog pound. Then we walk 2.5 miles to get there. Once we get to the pound, I ask to see the dogs right away, and I see Jasper. He has his collar, and he's enthusiastically throwing himself at the gate. This is brilliantly amazing. A woman with a tight hairbun comes up to me. I think I found my dog, ma'am, I say. She leads me into a small office and says, Jasmine will be with you in a minute. We sit down on the beanbag chairs and wait. On the side of the office, there's a small television, and there are pictures of missing kids, and 4 of them are us. Chapter 11. Tasha grabs the remote and turns off the TV just as a red-haired woman with glasses and high heels and pens behind her ears comes tapping into the room. I'm Jasmine, and I hear you found a dog here. I think I can help you. Liz says, yes. My name is Elizabeth Carlo, and this is my sister Lucinda Lucas. Jasmine doesn't ask why we have different last names. She just asks which one of us is older. Me. I say, yesterday was my 13th birthday, and Liz just turned 12. Happy birthday, says Jasmine. Which dog did you say is yours? The yellow mutt in the green collar. His name is Jasper. Are you sure this is your dog? I think so. We need to see him again if you want to make sure. I follow Jasmine down the hall to Jasper's pen. He starts throwing himself at the gate again. Unlatch the gate, I say. Jasmine unlatches the gate, and I tell Jasper to shake paws. After an enthusiastic paw shake, I say, that's my dog. Jasmine lets Jasper back into the pen and relatches the gate. I follow her back into the office. Susie puts down the money to claim Jasper, and we all file out of the office behind Jasmine. She opens the gate and hands me a leash to attach to his collar. Then something bad happens. Jasmine checks Jasper's collar, and she sees our phone number. Your area code is far from here, she mutters. Then she looks at us a minute. You look kind of familiar, like I've seen you on TV. Oh yeah, you're the missing kids from Mayflower County. Crabapple, right? Yeah. Jasmine takes one more look at us, and the next thing I know, we're in her blue minivan heading for the police station. We see my mom before we even get to the police station. I'm in the front seat of the minivan with Tasha, Susie, and Liz arguing in the back seat, and then I see Mom's green van and my stomach lurches. Jasper's barking loudly. I know I'm in loads of trouble, and Serena is with Mom, but still, I'm really in for it. Mom's car comes closer, and she's hugging me and asking a billion questions. Where have you been? Why were you away? Have you found Jasper? How did you... Is Liz here? I need to talk to you because... You should have told me you were running away. You were on TV. I thought you'd gone after Jasper, so I tracked him like you did, and... There was a Mrs. Rhodes in Calandra who told us where you went. She runs out of breath. Then Serena starts. I couldn't believe it. The dog ran away, and you ran away, and you found him, and you're a teenager now. Ooh, I almost forgot your birthday present. But I remembered, and here we go. Serena pulls a big box out of her car. She opens the box and pulls out a DVD player with a bow on top. Sorry I couldn't wrap it. It was too big, and I bought it in purple, so we didn't have any wrapping paper. Lucinda, in case you're wondering, the rest of the kids are with Grandma Bunsen, says Mom, looking into the back of the van. Oh, there you are, Liz. And Lucinda, who's this? I think she means Tasha and Susie, but she's looking at Jasmine. She's Jasmine, and she works at the dog pound, and she was going to drive us to the police station. She's, who are these kids? Says Mom, indicating Tasha and Susie. Tasha and Susie, they go to my school in Crabapple, and they were on the bus and wanted to come, so, ahem, says Tasha with great dignity. I still want to go to New York City, so now that you found your dog. Oh, New York City's boring, says Susie. When I visited, it was just urban rubbish in the Empire State Building. I can never stay anywhere. I've lived in... Susie starts counting them off of her fingers. Paris, France. Paris, Virginia. There's nothing there. Paris, Kentucky. Nevada. Liverpool, England. Tunis, Tunisia. India, Indonesia. Norway. And Rome. And here in New Jersey. But I know I won't be staying long. Nobody your age can have lived in that many places, says Tasha. Yes, and I visited loads of others. You're crazy. Nope. It sounds like she's making it up, but I know she can't be. No wonder she can't get along with anybody. And I visited New York City a lot, and it's real boring. Oh, sure, says Tasha sarcastically. I think New York City is more exciting than Tunisia or Norway, and it's way better than Paris, Virginia, and I'm still going. Mom says, let's all go to the police station in my van. Thanks, Jasmine. You can go back to the pound. Chapter 12. We are in a small town called Beachville, and it's 4 o'clock already, and Mom is driving us to the police station in the center of town. Mom says she goes to this town whenever she comes to the beach by herself, so she knows how to navigate. In 10 minutes, we are at the police station. We all get out of the car, and Mom bangs on the police station door. I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten since noon, and when they give us sandwich... I haven't eaten since noon when they gave us sandwiches at the dog pound. For the next 2 hours, there is stuff about law and children and running away and dogs and blah, 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 and we don't get any food except PB&J sandwiches that they give us at the police station. We're starving by the time a police station visit is over. Now that we have been found and they have cleared our names on the missing notice boards, we are off television, and they had to prove that we had run away of our own accord, and there had not been a kidnapping. They said it was up to the parents to decide how to punish us. It takes another hour of standing outside the police station to tell the whole story. Even New York City, even Tracy's orange apartment, and the Millennium Falcon and the lipstick, and the man in black with the chain dogs. Despite Tasha's attempts to catch a train to New York City, Mom says we all need to go home as quickly as possible, but of course Mom is too tired to drive 2 hours tonight, and she's going to book a hotel. Tasha, where do you live? Asks Mom. Near your place, up the road. Susie, where do you live? In that sort of subdivision in Upper Krabappel County Heights near Botany Road. I ride the same bus as your daughters and Tasha. All right, let's get into the van and go find a hotel, says Mom. Just then, a trendy strawberry blonde and a trendy strawberry adult are walking around the corner of the police station. It's Rosemary Richards, and someone who has to be her mother. Oh, God, mutters Tasha. I'm about to get killed. Hide! Yells Susie, dodging behind the van. Too late. Rosemary sees us. Hi, Dr. Snooze. Hi, Super Liz. Hi, Tasha. Do you think you can hang out with these people? They're going to cause a lot of trouble. Hi, LL Bean. Excuse me. I say, but why are you calling me LL Bean? You're LL. Susie asks, do you mean Lucy Lucas? My mother grabs me by the arm and pulls me away from Tasha and Susie and Liz. How dare you call yourself Lucy? You know you can't do that. Why did you give Susie your name as Lucy? Those girls are a bad influence on you. Mom, no, they're my friends. Just tell me why you can't call me Lucy. Lucinda, get in the front seat away from these children. And we're going to the hotel, and you will not share a room with them. You're already in big trouble.